What's up, guys? We're here at AMC Town Square with ChasingCinema.com, and we just finished our review for Mordecai, Johnny Depp. So check that out if you haven't seen that, little FYI. But right now,
Mordecai, I'd rather die.
But right now, I get to watch my film tonight. Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, Jenny from the Block.
Ryan
used to have a
Guzman,
little,
or
now
Guzman.
has a lot. Ryan
Guzman,
and The Boy Next Door. Now, when I first saw the trailer, I automatically said, lame. It just looks lame, it looks cheesy, but I'm gonna say this. Made in Manhattan, and I'm gonna admit this, and I can admit it because I feel this way. Made in Manhattan, loved it. Enough.
You know, I honestly think I've never seen Made in Manhattan in the entirety.
My
mom loves that movie.
I think it's awesome.
You know, it's
just one of those cheesy movies,
no,
you know? Yeah, Made in Manhattan, loved it. Enough?
Yeah.
Enough? Believe it or not, loved it.
Enough's fun.
And then, what was the other film? It was another romantic
Geely?
comedy. I didn't even see Geely. I didn't even see Geely. Have you?
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
And what'd you think?
Ben Affleck's in it, and
What'd
Al
you think?
Pacino. I mean,
It is bad?
It's bad.
Okay. Well,
but Al Pacino and Ben Affleck's in it.
What was the other romantic comedy? The Wedding Planner, loved it.
Oh yeah, The Wedding Planner.
Yeah, so I'm a big J-Lo fan. I'm just saying.
What about Selena? What about her old school act?
I saw that and it was good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like I like her movies. I like her movies and I like her as a dancer. And I love her as a singer.
You know, we were talking about this.
I love J-Lo.
Because I saw on America's Got Talent, we were talking. I don't care for her so much as a singer, except for when she was in Selena. But I believe those are all Selena's songs. She didn't record any of those. But as an actress, she does okay. You know, I mean, she's not like... She's just a huge celebrity, more than she is an actress or a singer.
Huge celebrity.
Huge celebrity, you know.
What? You see what he did?
What did I do?
Sorry. Moving on.
Okay, so... to throw this back. Now, you said, you know, kind of boring, not really interesting because how
just
long?
cheesy.
Well, yeah, but and how long has the Fatal Attraction story been told? And the Fatal Attraction is nicknamed of a subgenre of the thriller series where you have one lover who is an obsessive psychotic person who is after another lover. You know, we could go back as far as, you know, we could really go back in film, but you know, a lot of people claim, Play Misty for Me, Clint Eastwood's directorial debut. I want to say that was in the 70s. It might have been late 60s, around that time frame. A great movie, but it was all...
He made a film in the 60s?
Yeah, Clint Eastwood.
I didn't even know that.
It might have been the 70s, but it was Play Misty for Me.
But a long time ago.
Yeah, he played a disc jockey, and this lady would call all the time and say, "Play Misty for Me," the song, and she fell in love with him, and then she tried to kill him. And
How can you get this for me?
Go check that out. The following, but you know, no film brought Fatal Attraction alive like Fatal Attraction. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the term bunny boiler, but that term comes from that movie, which usually means she's a psycho girl who would kill your bunny. Because in Fatal Attraction, she kills his bunny.
Just mean.
So, but now...
Glenn Close. No.
No. No.
The other one.
Michael Douglas and... not Glenn Close. Oh my God. I'm spacing her name now. You put me on the spot and now I'm losing it. I'll get back to it. We have Swim Fan, you know, we have all these different films, and I mean, there's countless others in between, but there's something very, very specific about this type of genre, and they usually tend to be about female psychopaths. I mean, there's Fear with Mark Wahlberg and a few others, but most of the time it's always been the female kind of stalker. Boy Next Door tries to change that up, is now we have the boy next door who tends to get a little bit obsessive with his new teacher lover.
Yep, and this movie's right up my alley. I like this type of film.
Let's see it.
Alright, we'll see. How long is this movie?
Very short, an hour 30 minutes.
Not looking good already.
Well, hey, I don't mind. Hey, after last year, everything being like 2 hours, I don't mind a good 90-minute movie as long as it uses its time wisely.
Alright, we'll be back and let's see how the film is. Alright guys, so we just got out of The Boy Next Door, the J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. I'll go first.
Wait. Glenn Close was in Fatal Attraction.
By the way.
I was thinking of Sharon Stone from
FYI.
Basic Instinct. Because Michael Douglas did like a whole...
He loves his sex movies.
He did Disclosure with Demi Moore, where she
was amazing.
And she was, you know, gonna, take him to court. I mean, Michael Douglas did like a whole run of these kind of movies. My apologies for the slip up. Sir, what did you think of The Boy Next Door?
Cheesy. There's a couple. At the beginning, there's some parts that are almost hard to bear to watch.
Like what?
Just the when she's meeting the boy and then she looking at his arms and just all that stuff, and then she's this wife that her husband cheated on her and all that good stuff, not good stuff, but all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say at the end of it, it was entertaining for me. Because you're not when you watch this movie, you're not expecting anything. You're expecting just, if you're a J-Lo fan, you're expecting to see J-Lo. And if you're watching this movie, you're probably just expecting a thriller. You're probably just expecting a good time. And I'm not gonna lie, man, I left with a thrill and a good time. And those J-Lo scenes, what the heck? There was a lot. I knew they were gonna insinuate
You mean revealing scenes of
yeah,
J-Lo? Okay.
Yeah. Like I knew that they're gonna be insinuating the sex scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
But like this movie was showing way more than I ever thought they would. Yeah, it was pretty good. I was. Woo! No, I was entertained the whole time. The movie isn't great. The actors aren't great. J-Lo is J-Lo. So if you're the person that says J-Lo's the worst actor in the world, then you're still gonna feel that way. If you're the type of person that says J-Lo's a great actor, then you're still gonna feel that way.
Yeah. If you're a J-Lo fan, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, and I'm a J-Lo fan, and I'm a thriller fan, so I enjoyed this film, bro. Like for real, I liked the movie. I liked it.
But you don't. That's the thing, though. Is like,
no, I liked it.
You do, but it's not a good movie.
No, I liked it.
So like, rate it for me, so I understand. 1 through 4. What would you? If
no,
you
I don't
were
do
working
that
for Chasing
crap.
Cinema,
I don't
what
do
would you
that
rate
crap.
It?
I do 1 through 10, and I'm gonna have to say the
1 through 10.
I do a 1 through 10 type of thing, and I'm gonna say that J-Lo brought it home and gave me a 7.5.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna say that J-Lo did that. J-Lo brought it home, man.
Everyone who does 1 through 10 always does 6 or 7. That's why 1 through 4.
No, because 1 through 5 is just
1 through 4.
1 through 5 is the half of 10, so that's at least an average movie. And this, for me, was entertaining. 7.5.
I didn't hate this movie. It wasn't a movie that was so bad like Mordecai that I was like, oh my god.
He's mortified.
The time when Mordecai, Want to Die, Mortified, all that nonsense. But this was really cheesy. Honestly, I honestly feel that this film, you take out J-Lo, and you have Lifetime Movie Network all over it. It is shot like a made-for-TV movie. It looks cheap like a TV made-for-movie. It is that basic story where we've seen. My mom watches Lifetime all the time when I was growing up. I've seen 100 stories like this, and it could have been on there, but J-Lo's in it, so they actually were able to put it in theaters. This movie's been kind of trailing around since 2013, I want to say.
Like it was sitting on the shelf?
No,
it's been done?
They started shooting 2013. They were just kind of holding on to it. I didn't hate the film. It wasn't good. I don't think it was a great film by any means. I thought it was very cheap and kind of lazy. I think everyone has learned this formula of where we have, the stalker and we run, and then we finally kind of make a stand. But to me, the ending was just like out there. I couldn't get a hold of myself towards the ending. It was just a little bit too out there for me. It was just very, very kind of thrown together. I thought there were some parts of the movie that just were totally random and things that were thrown in there for no reason.
Can you think of
well, yeah, but I mean it's kind of a spoiler. But when she makes a connection with the minivan,
okay,
I thought that was just outrageous. I was just like, what?
Oh, they could have took that whole segment out.
Yeah, that wasn't even needed. Yeah, that whole thing. Because then
you're talking about the Asian cop.
Because then she's talking to some cop and he's just telling her things about this case. Yeah, but it didn't bother me to the point again where I hated it. I think this wasn't a great movie, and like you said, I think it's cheesy, and it's gonna have its audience. I think people who are gonna come see this movie are gonna enjoy this movie. I don't think that. I know it's gonna be too disappointed, but I think it could have been a little bit better.
Hey, Jennifer Lopez though, does that woman age?
She looks good for her age. But then again, I don't even
for
know
her age.
I don't even know her age. That's what I was about to say.
She's like 45 or something.
Yeah, she looks great.
She looks like a 25-year-old.
She's Jennifer from the Block,
Used to have little.
Huh?
Now has a lot. Do you not know that song?
Oh, you know what?
Holy crap.
When we were watching American Idol, I was trying to sing Jenny from the Block, but I forgot which one it was. I sang another song, so I don't really remember Jenny from the Block. I tried to really block that song out of my head.
What you get is what you see.
Oh, come on. Jenny from the Block's not a good song.
I like all her. No, I like her songs.
You're just a J-Lo fan.
Yeah, I like her songs. I like her dancing. I like her movies. And she's pretty awesome too, because you don't really see drama with her, or you don't see drama with her.
And then the kid kind of bothered me, like just how.
No, he's annoying.
He not the fact that he was annoying.
The manipulated
Yeah.
part. Come on,
Yeah.
like that easy.
With like the whole dad scene, like that totally bothered me.
It was
but
annoying.
you know, I mean, like I said, it's one of those movies where you just kind of know exactly what you're getting into. I think that they could have fixed it up just a little bit better, but hey, you know.
You know though, how I feel about these type of films is like, if you're watching like if you haven't seen Whiplash or Birdman or like these Oscar-winning ones, you expect it to be good. I don't think anyone's expecting this movie to be great. But I think that's why it's like tolerable. It's like you see the annoying manipulation of the little son, You're like, okay, that's lame. But moving on, move forward.
Well, no,
moving on, move forward.
That's kind of a good point because you know you've always said, you know, one of the basically we have is you've always said, you know, it is kind of you go in and you know what to expect. You know, and some people are going to go in this movie and think it's good and like it. You know, like if I brought my mom, who's not a movie person by any means, I brought her this movie, oh, I liked it. It was good, you know? But that's just, there's a type of audience that's going to enjoy movies like this, and there's a type of people who aren't, and chances are they're not going to go see this movie unless it's just on FX or something one day. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you're targeting an audience, you're gonna get that audience. However, you know, there was a few women my age who actually were in the press screening with me, and they stopped me because they noticed that I was a critic, and they said, "What'd you think?" And I said, "You know, I wasn't a fan." They were like, "I hated it." So maybe, I don't know. I think right now, I would say though, Mordecai was 10 times worse.
Oh my gosh.
10 times worse. Like, cause that movie I sat through and I wasn't like, oh, just end. You know, and it was short. It was to the point. I still think there was a little bit that they could have, you know, took out, obviously, but hey, what are you gonna do? It wasn't the most offensive thing I've ever seen, let me tell you. Mordecai was pretty offensive.
Hey, 2015, Taken 3, good, right? And then Black Cat last week, good. And then we had this week, J-Lo, Jenny from the Block, good.
As of 2015, everything has been a little bit less than Like, I think everything is kind of sat in that 1.5 range.
If you missed anything, guys, you can always go back to our YouTube channel, or you can check out chasingcinema.com/.
The Boy Next Door.
Then you can get the full-on review written by
myself.
Jake Toronto out of 4 stars. How many we getting, Playboy?
Probably a 1, if not a point. It'll probably be a 1.
And Mordecai's 0.5?
Mordecai's a 0.5.
Have you ever given a 0.25?
No. I've honestly debated about giving 0, but like I have to save that. And honestly, if I would go back, the one movie I'd probably give a 0 star, which I think is even more offensive than Mordecai, was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The new one?
Yeah. God, yeah. I hated that movie, James.
Megan Fox was awesome.
You and Megan Fox.
I'm just saying, Megan Fox was awesome. April O'Neil?
Megan Fox is what really buried that movie for me.
No, she was great.
Mordecai's bad, but it's not that bad.
You're bad.
Actually, you know what?
Michael Jackson bad.
Actually, no. You know what? The feeling I got in that movie, Mordecai is probably really close to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, granted, if you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's different. Like, that's okay, because Ken liked Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right?
I liked TMNT.
But he hated Mordecai, so you're gonna hate Mordecai.
All right, guys. So yeah, if you missed anything in 2015 January, check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/chasingcinema.
Join us next week as we also get a flip of 2014, 2015. We have a movie that a lot of people loved, and a lot of people talked about being the best picture of the year, but got no love from the Oscars. Starring
Doctor Strange, Jessica Chastain,
and Oscar Isaac for the film A Most Violent Year.
Boom.
And then we're gonna have Project Almanac,
which used to be called, before it was called Project Almanac, it was literally trailers. It was called a different title.
Was it?
Yeah, it was called a different movie, and then it was supposed to come out last year.
That name has to be referenced to Back to the Future.
I'm thinking, yeah.
That's all I can think about.
I think everybody.
That's the one thing I would wish I could do. I wish I could just have that almanac.
Oh my gosh, I think everyone who's ever seen one of the greatest, or in my personal opinion.
And then we have the new film with Carl Urban, The Loft, which will also be playing.
Which I'm excited about that.
And then there's a movie called Black Sea, which not a lot of people know about. That's also going to be playing, but...
Hey, The Loft reminds me of this movie again. Thriller, there's the killer involved. Love it!
It's hard to make The Boy Next Door, you know, that Fatal Attraction movie, the year, or not even a full year after you make Gone Girl, which is this generation's Fatal Attraction. I mean,
there's a little difference between Gone Girl and The Boy Next Door.
But different. But I mean, you want to talk about
I'm being sarcastic.
psychotic people?
Yes.
I won't say who's psychotic. If you haven't seen it, you really need to get on the ball because it's been 6 months.
That movie's
But yeah,
fan freaking tastic. That came out in
it's a
October.
tough. Yeah, was it
October,
October?
November, December, January. 4 months.
Yeah, time's flying by, man. Getting old. We'll see you next week.
The Film Lovers,
Website.
by the way.